My name is Greg Josephs. I've had myasthenia gravis for 22 years. It's been a bumpy ride, but the Myasthenia Gravis Foundation for America, MGFA, is a great focus on myasthenia gravis and other rare diseases instead of being disparate all across the country. We have a center at least, and the Virginia Rare Disease Council educates me as well as the Virginia General Assembly uh, and politicians throughout. Most rare diseases are genetic, but since I grew up in New Jersey, I have a feeling it's environmental. But be that as it may, in 2002, I was diagnosed, had a thymectomy. There was a nice, healthy thymoma in it, a tumor, benign, luckily. And so I went into remission for about 5 to 10 years. Then it slowly came back, and I like to think of the antibodies are evil. Now, I I have them; they don't have me. So I know there are a plethora of treatments out there that I have yet to try. So hopefully one day I'll be speaking with you without any rare diseases. Probably what occurred with me 22 years ago, which was slurring. And I was extremely frustrated because, well, let me put it this way. If you remember the caveman ads by a famous insurance company, that a caveman could do it. Well, when I my voice, my mouth, my voice sounded like a caveman, unfortunately. Now I can laugh about it, but that is extremely frustrating because a dentist looked to my mouth and said, "Well, I think you're crazy." And I knew I wasn't, but fortunately, I did find the answers sooner or later. The first thing I would say to a newly diagnosed person and their support system is that it's not life ending, it's just life limiting. For instance, when I see a curve on the sidewalk, I used to not think 2 seconds about it. But now, if a curve cut is not within sight, when I see it, I'm thinking, my nerves may not say to my muscles, do this. Of course, my muscles may say, never got the message. So then I'll stumble. So sometimes I attempt it, and it looks like I've had few more martinis than I should have, but of course I haven't. So, that's what I would say to someone newly diagnosed. And support is vital. It's almost as vital as medicine because with my sisters, for instance, do not comprehend what MG is with no skin off my nose because my support system is my family and also my friends. They don't exactly know what's wrong, but they do know that I need their patience. For instance, I've got a beagle, so try to get a dog with tiny legs to keep up with your lumbering pace is what I would suggest. The only place I would go, well, not the only, but the first place is the MGFA website. It is overwhelming. It's almost like drinking from a fire hydrant. There, there is so much information there. And support groups, first of all. So that is one of the first things I would look at. But also, we've got medical doctors on the board of directors who are on the cutting edge of research. For instance, at the conference that I just returned from with the MGFA, of course, I'm not going to go to med school, but there is this cool treatment that takes the immune system out of your body, re-engineers it, and puts it back in your body. So I feel like I'm in a special club that is going to know what can be done before anyone else does. The overall impression I had with the conference is that they focused myasthenia gravis instead of having a bunch of pity parties across the United States. It is the most optimistic group because, well, as Gandhi once said, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others, which is what everyone there is composed of. Volunteers helping, supporting, asking questions, finding out what works, doesn't work, how to exercise, how to eat better. Of course, that doesn't include ice cream, my favorite. But if you have a chance, go to a conference with your favorite rare disease. I have a healthy uh, respect for the healthcare community, but unfortunately, many doctors shoot first and aim later, so to speak. There is such pressure on them to diagnose that they don't figure it might be this or it might be that. And unfortunately, the patient suffers because they're frustrated that this treatment is not working and they don't know because well, snowflake disease, as you know, no two people have it the same. And a nice dose of humility is necessary. One of the best resources is being able to hook up with someone who's been there. And if you're newly diagnosed, you've got so many questions that it's so comforting to know that you can pick up the phone and talk to somebody who's been there. Now, it's not 100%, but MGFA is also setting up a specialist hotline where a healthcare professional is able to speak with you about what the heck is going on. And that is extremely valuable to someone with a rare disease. So many questions that can go unanswered. I even have some, but it's I'm getting used to the fact that some questions just have no answers. In essence, I like to shoot my mouth off on topics that are relevant, and I would suggest that everyone with rare diseases make a stand and take at their soapbox, not necessarily set up a table outside their local grocery store, but perhaps educate their neighbors on what they have, what can be expected, and that way their neighbors don't have to think, there goes that crazy guy again.